Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Paper Mario, the Thousand-Year Door. Speaking in a really theatrical voice for some reason. In the last episode, we came here to Hooktail Castle with our new friend Coops in search of Hooktail in Hooktail Castle, unsurprisingly. This episode will be continuing through the castle. So, Hooktail Castle is this game's first real example of a dungeon, and it's awesome. Dry bones! Well, dull bones, not dry bones. Dry bones are a much tougher enemy that come much later in the game. Now, at the end of last episode, when we beat the red bones, we got a level up, and we got some more badge points, so I'm going to equip some more badges. Got 4 badge points, so I can't put both of them on. I'll put the HP plus on now, because that's really handy. Can I unequip enough stuff for a power bounce? If I unequip those two, I'll put the power bounce on, because that's... The close call is handy, but we need it less with HP plus on, and multi-bounce isn't as useful in this dungeon because the only thing you tend to come up with a lot of in a row are dry bones, which multi-bounce is not great against. So I'll show off multi-bounce, power bounce even when we're next in a battle with an enemy which it's useful against, because it can't do anything against dry bones because each actual individual jump, you jump on them unlimitedly until you fuck it up, but obviously each jump does 0 to a dry bone, so it's not dull bone, so it's not particularly handy. Here is a shine sprite, a mysterious powerful object. Collecting these will help. They'll help so much, I put them on the visualizer. They have a very useful function, which I'll talk about in a few episodes' time. As for here, well, there's some stuff going on. There's this kind of block here with a triangle on it, and there are some blocks down here. If I hit this one, that lights up, but nothing happens. If I hit the purple one, that block appears there, which is handy. Hold Coops there. Have him just hover. So I'm holding X, so it's kind of slightly awkward holding X while jumping at the same time with the same thumb. Maneuver yourself onto this purple block and let go of Coops. And up we go! We can make ourselves a lift, come through here and grab a star piece. That's not what that's for, though. I mean, you can use it for that, absolutely, but that's not entirely what it's for. Instead, you need to use it to hop up onto these grey blocks, hop over them, and smash this one. Now, as you saw, you can lift that out of the way. So I'm going to do exactly what I just did again. I'm going to hold Coops there, and I'm going to, again, awkward platforming by holding X, ride it up, and with an extremely well-timed jump, whoop! Nope, that was not extremely well-timed jump. With an extremely well-timed jump, you can get up here and grab another star piece. Very nice. We've now lifted that out of the way, which means we can hit this switch here. It's one of the things I'll always love about this game. So many things like that, especially if it's your first time seeing it, but even for me, Castle Key, for who it's the 100th time seeing that animation. I've played this game so much. It will, like the paper stuff like that will always just make me smile, and they have that effect on almost everyone. It's hard to see that and not be like, that's neat. It's awesome. Castle Key, unsurprisingly, opens doors in Hooktail Castle. On with the show. I keep saying that in this series. I mean, it makes sense because your battles are a kind of stagey thing. But there's a lift up there, but we can't really do much up there for now because there's just a locked door, so we're going to continue on to the right. There's a save block if you need it. I'm going to be a massive badass and ignore it and kill some Goombas. This is as good a chance as any to show off Power Bounce on these Scooper Troopers, so we select Power Bounce, cost 3 flower points, and then jump. Oh shit, well I balls that up. You're supposed to basically, as long as you keep pressing A, you'll keep jumping on them, but I completely screwed up. It's harder on a higher enemy, like a paratrooper, like one that's physically higher in the air. You'll notice there are now dry bones in the crowd as well. You get enemies in the crowd when you fought them turn up in your crowd. It's very strange. Let's try it again. There we go. Unfortunately, because their defense doesn't drop until they're actually on the ground on their back, so multiple hits do nothing to them. But that's how Power Bounce works, and it is, you can see situations where it's handy. The timing does narrow on each successive hit, so it does obviously get harder to pull off as it goes on, so you will inevitably fail it. Getting it to go infinitely isn't really an option. But yeah, that's Power Bounce. Now we're out low on flower points, and Mario's low on the old healing, so I'll try and use Sweet Treat in this next battle. Yeah, as I've said in the past, but I'll continue to make the point, Sweet Treat, it's kind of, even if you're not dying, it's still worth using it, just to make sure you are fully healed up, because you pretty much constantly regenerate star power at a pretty even pace during battles. As you will have seen there, we weren't able to get to the door in time before it closed, but using Coops' little trick, we can sneak through. But then it closes behind us. We are stuck through here. That's worth remembering. But yeah, like, you should pretty much always use Sweet Treat whenever you're even a little bit damaged, just because you will be regenerating star power constantly, so there's no point sitting there on a full meter of star beans. Recognize this chest? What the heck? Hey, guests! It's been a long time since anyone came here. A real long time. Huh? You heard me? Wow! Wait a sec. If you can hear my voice, you must be some legendary hero or something. Or not. To be honest, I'm sure anyone with ears can hear me. But it sure is fun zinging people with that legendary hero bit. Hey, but seriously, folks, I was wondering if you could let me out of this chest. I've been locked in here so long I'm starting to cramp up like you wouldn't believe. All you have to do is find the key and let me out. Easy! Huh? What do you mean? You think you'll be cursed if you open the box? Ridiculous. Who would do that, really? Wait in a box and curse, folks. A real slime ball, that's who. But I'm not a real slime ball. I would do no such thing. But that should be obvious. Look, if you help me out, maybe I'll help you out. You know, a little I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Except in reverse order. Why does that sound rude? Of course, you don't have to if you really don't want to. Like, finding a key is hard. This will definitely end well, and there's no way this can end badly. The key is nice and simple to find, it's just here. And there's nothing that will go wrong with this room as well, with those little holes in the ground. I'm sure nothing is going to end badly here.
But Mario, look at that.
Yes.
Oh, I don't like the look of this. Come on, run!
So you've got to get out, and it's a bit of a maze. By a bit of a maze, I mean it is a maze. And there's a little trick, which is coming up this way is the way out, I think. Maybe don't hold me as that. So, yeah, that is it. So it's you've got nearly a minute to do it, so it's fairly straightforward and fairly lenient. Once you get to about 30 seconds, I think you do actually see the thing start to come down. There we go, there's the spikes. Don't leave it too late, I reckon. So, we got the black castle.
Man, that was too close. Gotta shake it off. Whew.
Okay.
We got the key, so let's open that spooky chest.
Definitely nothing that will end badly here. Hey there! Boy, am I so glad you found that key. Unbelievable! Whee! Fools! Why, only the most idiotic pudding-brained dolt would fall for a scheme like that! The castle's traps prevent anyone who's entered this place from ever leaving it! No matter which path you take, you're farted. You're fated to waste away to a slow, painful end. But wait, there's more to this great deal. I'll throw in a free curse! No charge. Oogly boogly boo! Whee! Now you're cursed, doofus, and it serves you right. This curse is more cursedly curse-worthy than any curse that's ever cursed you. For this curse makes you like a piece of paper when you press and hold R. Whee! What a curse! Who curses like me? No one! He sounds like Donald Trump. Now I shall show you how frightful a curse it is. Go on, press and hold R. Press and hold R now. And yes, if we hold R, we go sideways. You idiot! Press and hold R. Press and hold R and be ashamed. I did press and hold R. I'd have to hold it even longer. There you go. So we can go sideways. Whee! Just look at yourself. How embarrassing for you. Eat a sandwich, skinny. Ha! Do you understand what this curse means for you? Yes, I do. And farewell, you dumbbells. Whee! So, once again, we have a paper ability disguised as a curse, which lets us turn sideways. I'm not entirely sure we can just do this anyway, because surely just turning sideways isn't a particularly learned skill. But hey, come through here. Attack FX R changes the sound effects of Mario's attacks. It's a very odd badge, and it's really confused me as a child. I say child, how old was I when I first played this game? 11, 12, okay, I was pretty much a child. The attack FX R is free, so I can put it on, and, well, listen to the sound. It's a really weird sound and sounds really digital, but it is supposed to be something. Have a little think what it is. I'll give you a hint. It begins with cur and ends with icket. Anyway, we now need to do a fair bit of backtracking for a couple of rooms. So in this room, you'll see there is a key in that cell there, and this cell here only has vertical bars, which means we can slip through and grab it. Oh, damn, I was just out of Coop's range. I was just being really lazy. Castle key. That's handy. Worth noting at this point as well, enemies you've killed while in a dungeon-like area like this, stay dead. So walking back through these couple of screens, there are no enemies around. They don't respawn just because you go off the screen. I believe if you leave Hooktail Castle, some of them will respawn. But generally, It's a really handy thing that makes backtracking through dungeons actually less irritating, because it's not like they're not like wild Pokemon, they won't constantly appear. Anyway, we've now got a key, which means we can use this lift thing if we activate Coops there, and then ride it up. We could have done this before, but we wouldn't have had the key, which means when we got to the top here, we would have seen this locked door and not be able to proceed. We might have gone and tried up here and then realised there's a badge up there which you can't get to. Do remember that for later though, and let's head through this door. Now there's a Healy-Majig here, which I'm going to take, might as well. You end up with a lot of coins in this game, at least in the early game. There is stuff you can spend on later, but for now you just end up actually building up coins pretty quickly. They do love their paper effects, and so do I. This one you have to use Coops to hit, but the general principle is the same. But this next one, there's no brick for. But what there is a window! Oh, you can just walk on the balcony though, I didn't just jump out of the window. Come back over to the right for a star piece, and then if we go all the way back over to the left, we can cross safely behind it and hop back up. Little things like that. I just love this game so much. I'm like a dog, I'm just like, this is my favourite, and this is my favourite! I just sound like a happy little puppy. But it's this game, it is awesome. Did it count as a Coop Strike or a jump? That was a Coop Strike, excellent. Now with him out of the way, there's not a great deal going on here other than this green lift. So, we'll just take it, I guess. Oh, this goes quite high. That's vaguely scary. Now, I believe there's something... Oh! What I was going to say is I believe there's something underneath us here. I'm just going to kill this Goomba first and then we'll find out. Ah, so this Paracooper is carrying a badge, which means there's a strong chance of it dropping that badge when we kill it. And I do hope it will, because if I remember correctly, that's quite a handy badge. Oh, someone's throwing something. Oh, it's a coin. I'll allow it. Thank you very much. Coin, a whole one. And it didn't drop the badge, of course. Nothing drops anything in this game. It's really annoying. It's only when I'm on camera, though. If we hop down here... Hey! There is a life shroom. Restores 10 HP when its Mario or his partner falls. So it's a kind of insta-revive. We haven't seen what happens yet when you kind of die in combat. I think life shrooms may fire up automatically. Whereas a 1-up costs a kind of turn to use it. Though I might be confusing this with Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, so I don't know. That way is locked. So if we go left, it's not locked. That's handy. Huh? Oh my, who's this handsome piece of cheese? I can't believe there are other thieves here beside me. How very strange.
Hey, who are you?
Me? Why, I'm Ms. Mouse, the globe-trotting thief. Heard of me, sweetie? I heard there were rare and valuable badges here in this castle, that's why I'm here. But the real question is, why are people like you roaming around in such a run-down place?
Well, you see, we're here to beat Hooktail and get the, Crystal Star. So, don't think we'll let you get the Crystal Star first, no matter how cute you are.
Crystal Star, you say? I didn't know a thing like that was hidden in this castle. Sounds intriguing. Perhaps I just heard something you didn't want me hearing.
Darn.
Oh, but that's okay. I mean, you were looking for this Crystal Star first. And I already found the badge I was after, so I'll let you get your Crystal Star. I assume that was a kissy thing in the heart at the end, so I did it. Kind of regretting that, but here we are.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
It means I must say goodbye for now, Mr. Cutie. I know, it's sad. We just met and already it's time to say farewell, alas.
Oh my, you're so bold. Is that legal?
Oh, I almost forgot. I have a little secret to share with you. Somewhere in this castle is a badge that'll help you best Hooktail, or so I've heard. I don't know what kind of badge it is. Maybe you found it already, maybe not. If you're going to fight Hooktail, I'd recommend finding that badge first. Well, take care, handsome mustache man. Let's get together again real soon. And out the window she goes!
I wonder what her story is. I bet it's an interesting one, full of romance.
So that's Ms. Mouse. She comes up a number of times throughout the game. But there's some gubs we can loot in this kind of armory room. There's a Shine Sprites. There is a honey syrup, but we can't carry it because we've got too much shit at the moment. So let's throw away a dried shroom because that's a piece of shit. No! There we go. Then there's also a castle key, which is what we needed. And a mushroom, which we also can't carry, and we're fully healed, so I can't even use any of this stuff up. I need to use some items in battle. This game's really bad for, like, you end up hoarding items because you're like, oh, I might need them at some point. But you actually, if you use items, you tend to get them back at about the same rate you use them. So don't be afraid to use items, should be my advice. But I should really kind of lead by example rather than just telling you what to do and not doing it myself. I'm going to use some items. Well, I didn't use any items in that battle because it wasn't really necessary! Fuck it, I'm going to use an item here. I am going to use the Sleepy Sheep to show it off. You don't have to do anything to use it, you just press A on it. So that's put both the Koopa Troopers asleep. So it'll take time for the sleepiness to wear off, 5 turns specifically, but if you hit them during that time, it will wake them up again. Didn't affect the dry bones because they're kind of, yeah, it's the whole, like, things not working on undead or mechanical units or that kind of thing that obviously you can't put the undead to sleep particularly easily. Anyway, I'll clean up here. Now, at the end of this room is another dry bones, my goodness. What I meant to say is there's this thing here, which brings another block down. If we hop onto the block, as ever, using the Coopsatron, we get to a very precarious section. I used to be terrified of this bit as a kid because I was really scared I was going to walk off, and I was apparently had the shakiest hands in all the kingdom, so it was terrible at actually just navigating along it. Anyway, if we turn sideways, we can fit through here. And if we slide onto the other side and walk all the way to the right, there is a star piece waiting for us. We're nearly at the point where I can start talking about what star pieces do. We just haven't actually got to it yet. If we turn into a plane up here, we can then glide down. Ooh, there's a fine art to gliding of kind of bouncing your up versus your down to get a kind of decent, like, what is it, 50-degree angle you want roughly? Anyway, we want to go up here, but if we come down, there is something bloody handy. We drop this block. Well, firstly, we can get a castle key, and secondly, if we drop down, we can get a badge! The Last Stand P badge. Drops damage your ally takes by half when in danger. Any badge that says P on it is technically equipped still on Mario using Mario's badge points, but affects your partner, and quite useful. But we've not got any badge points for it anyway at the moment, and there is no easy way back up from here. I've got to do all the backtracking manually. Yay. Yeah, you'll notice I put the camera back on because I just wanted a chance to show off the Hooktail Castle music because you haven't really given you a chance to listen to it, and like all music in this game, it's really good for what it does, as I kind of talked about briefly in Schwonk. Fuck! Fortress. Yeah, and it's the Hooktail music, Castle music especially, is insanely catchy. This game as a whole's got a kind of, I can only really describe it, and I hope you know what I mean, as it's basically like a storybook feel. It's partly because of the whole paper effect. It makes it feel, yeah, fairy tale-y, storybooky, and it's got the music that goes with it. It's almost like a kind of Banjo-Kazooie kind of feel to a lot of the music. I'm really not very good at planing. Actually, no, I managed that one really well. What am I talking about? Anyway, we're back actually now where we wanted to be after that little detour for that badge. I will, of course, be getting all badges in the game. Anything that's on the visualizer, I'll be getting all of. And it's all relatively straightforward. There's very little in this game you can permanently miss. Shine Sprite here, which brings us up to 3 Shine Sprites, which is good. 3 Shine Sprites does something special. And we can use the castle key we obtained to open this door, and you'll have noticed we've been slowly zigzagging our way to the top of the castle. Now we are outside. This paratrooper, Koopa here, the one on the ground, also has a badge. It's also a handy one, so I'm really hoping he'll drop it. Well, you see there what the badge does, because yes, badges that are equipped on enemies, they do get the effect of them, and it's bloody annoying, actually. Oh no, that Shy Guy's doing something! Hopefully it should... Ah! So, occasionally an enemy runs behind stage and fucks with something. Sometimes it drops shit on the enemies, sometimes it drops shit on you. There, it drops a damn bucket on my head. Bastard. Anyway, let's see if he's gonna drop that badge! Oh no, why does no one drop anything when I'm on camera? This is so annoying. Any badge, like badges can be found in the world, and every badge can be found somewhere in the world. Most badges, however, are also dropped. This is really cool, by the way. Whee! Yeah, all badges can be found in the world, and some are also dropped by enemies. The drop from enemies is random, so I'll be showing where they all are in the world, but if I happen to come across them when dropped from enemies, I certainly would not say no. I love the graphical look in the background here, because it's kind of so minimalist. There's only the background that really needs to be there. Well, I think I'm going to show this combat, because I've got 95 badge points, so there's a good chance of me leveling up soon. I should probably have knocked the Koopa down rather than that, but oh well. Oh, he's used the sleepy sheep on us. There's an action command for this. I can't remember what it is. There! No! There! Nope. Oh, we're asleep. Oh, we're going to get the living shit kicked out of us here. Actually, no, I'm just going to wake up on impact. No, I'm not, apparently. Wake up, you clown. Well, Coops is awake, but he's on his back. I'm healing, but I'm still asleep. Oh, this is going so badly. I'm awake. Oh, good lord. Oh, they just tore me a new arsehole. Well, I'm going to use Sweet Treat, I think, because I'm dying. Well, that went so badly so fast. Oh my goodness, right, let's be careful to not hit those bloody power mushrooms over there. By power mushroom, I mean poison mushroom. That's the opposite of power. I don't want these many fire flowers, I want Mario hearts. There we go. I'm actually going to be a bit careful with this and actually try and aim, rather than just doing the spamming that I usually do. Surprisingly, this works better than just spamming. 5 for each. Now, that'll do for now. Coops, get up, you're needed. Thank you very much. Up. Still not doing great for the old health. Ow. Well, I'm back down to doing shit again, aren't I? I'm going to put Coops in front because I am genuinely afraid for my life at this point. Power shell through the fuckers. Should kill the... Yep. Oh, look at that. Stylish. Nailed the double stylish command. Let's knock that Paratrooper in the back down because he's doing a lot more damage from the air. Bollocks. I was having to stun him as well, but as you can see, they can only attack... The shell attack can only attack the person in front, and Coops just soaks it up like a sponge. So... that's quite handy because, as I say, he's got a point of defense, which means attacks are much less good against him. So it's bloody handy to put him in the front, if Mario's taken a fair beating, which I, of course, have. Ow! Oh, don't do anything stupid again, fucking Shy Guy. Prick! Oh, you've made Coops dizzy. This is... what did I do to deserve this game? So dizzy means my attacks occasionally miss. Fuck! I don't want to lose against some Koopa Troopers. I'm about to get to them. This is literally the final enemy before the boss of Hooktail Castle. And I'm getting the shit kicked out of me by just some random Koopa Troopers and Goombas. Oh my god, well at least I'm going to level up from it, so it's not only going to heal me, but feel extremely cathartic, like this battle was actually worth it. And dizzy should wear off now. There we go. And finally kill the bastards. Good lord, that was much closer to the wire than it had any right to be. And we're leveled up. I've been running a bit low on flower power recently. Flower points, so I think I'm going to go for that. I've got enough HP, I've only come close to dying there, and that was only because of a really bad series of events of them using a sleepy sheep on me, so I should be fine. So, up here you've got a save point, which I'm going to use, and a Healy Hearty block. They must have an in-game name, but I can't remember what it is, which I would recommend using if you aren't healed, but fortunately the level up has just healed me. Gonna switch out to Goombella. And I'm gonna be a terrible person and end the episode on a cliffhanger!